visiting the Mavericks. Lakers again, no LeBron, no AD, looking to stay afloat in the West. Luka had other plans, though, trying to sink LA. Scored or assisted on 30 of the Mavs' 43 first quarter points. 43 in the first quarter. Finished the first quarter with 17 on 7 of 11 shooting, 5 boards, 5 assists. Mavs 43 first quarter points. Tied for the second most in any quarter this season. They're up 43-25 after one. In the second, Luka fade away. 25 in the first half. Less than a minute later, Lakers trailing by 27. Yeah, that's what I said. Russ turns it over. Mavs the other way. Nobody picks up Spencer Dinwiddie. That's not a good decision. Lakers allowed 82 first half points. Their most points allowed in the first half since they moved to Los Angeles. 82-56 is the halftime score. Third quarter, Mavs up 99-65. Dorian Finney-Smith. Three, no, but Luka gets the board and the layup. 21st career 30-point triple-double for Luka, times Wilt Chamberlain for 5th most all-time. Later in the third, the Mavericks just cruising. Doncic, handle, off the glass. 34 points, 12 rebounds, 12 assists. The Mavericks crush the Lakers. 128 to 110. Look, never mind getting a top 8 seed. The Lakers have a 75% chance to miss the play-in round. That's according to ESPN's Basketball Power Index. And Los Angeles has games remaining against the Suns, Jazz, Warriors, and 2 against the Nuggets. So it does not get easier. Here's Russell Westbrook after last night's loss.
Now you guys are actually the 11th seed, so you're out of the playing game. What changes going forward?
Nothing, man. Nothing.
Yeah, why is that?
Because it doesn't. What do you think should change?
Winning.
Okay, that's obvious. What do you think should change?
Winning. Winning games, playing hard. You ask a question, I give you an answer.
That's fine. You got to answer to win.
All right.
You have to answer to win.
I'm not out there playing. Maybe I think you give me the answer to you.
Exactly.
So, well,
I don't have to answer.
You know,
Exactly.
if you don't have it, you out there, I don't have it either.
You ask me, you have an answer. You don't have it either.
Well, but I don't play, Russell. I want to get the information from you, so that I
I'm
can give it to
one
you.
person, champ.
Right.
It's a team game. So I don't have an answer.
Okay.
I may have it.
I don't have it.
It's all good.
But I'm asking the pros who know the game, play the game, what you think you can do to make it your point, their point, their vice.
Sure.
That's what I'm asking.
No, I already did. Okay, respect that.
Okay.
You got that? You got that?
No.
You got it? It's all good. See that? It's good. You got that? All right, cool. You got that? Make sure I record it.
All right, let's bring Monica back in. I see you grinning. What were you thinking as you watch? I know you've seen it several times. As you watched that again.
My favorite face is winning. Like, duh. Listen, Russ is tired of answering questions. I don't know that he would be labeled a good teammate if he answered some of those questions candidly. And not that he is scot-free in all of this, but there's a lot of issues. And so here we are at this point in the season. You give up a 27-point lead. Like, you fall to 11th in the play-in. Jay, I honestly ask, why compete for the play-in? Just don't go to the play-in. There's no point at this point. If you best case scenario, you win 2 games, and your gift is the Phoenix Suns, who are going to run this Lakers squad off the court.
So what would you propose that they do then? If just like sit LeBron and
LeBron James is now resting. Yeah, LeBron James is resting. He's got injuries. And even if he didn't have this latest ankle injury, after he had the points explosions, 40 plus a couple of times, knee soreness a couple days later. So we're resting LeBron James at this point. There's no reason for Anthony Davis to return. And you let Malik Monk continue to be great and Russell Westbrook do what he has to do on the floor. I don't know that you would admittedly lay down and let the season be what it's going to be. But they might not have a choice because the 2 teams ahead of them, the Spurs and the Pelicans, are absolutely competing for that spot. And their schedules are easier than what the Lakers have left. It's easier to bow out. I mean, the play-in is pointless for a Lakers organization.
Okay, I get that. Not that I don't agree with you, but looking at that bench and the gentleman that we just saw in that picture, LeBron James, with him, don't at least you have a chance at something, don't you? Or
I mean, Jay, did you think that this season would look this way with that gentleman that we saw on the bench? And so at this point, we got to deal fully in reality. LeBron James is not going to be traded from the Lakers organization. organization. He has said himself that he wants to stay there. He also wants to play with his son. You're talking about a guy who has some of the biggest or highest mileage, I should say, on his body in the league. Let him get healthy and start working on next year. What's the point?
According to ESPN's Basketball Power Index, the Lakers have a 25% chance to make the play-in tournament. So, Monica, you may be onto something. More with Monica and Sage now.
I think what she said.